broadcasting around the world. This is the Hard Asset Money Show. Your wealth, your money, your future. Serious talk about what's happening and how you profit. Hosted by Christian Briggs. Follow him on X at BMC_HAM. Live in 3, 2, 1.
Let me bring in now economist Christian Briggs. Christian, you and I are always going over these reports and combing them over in real time. 172,000 jobs added in the month of May. To Alicia's point, twofold what economists expected. What's your reaction to that? And why did it defy those expectations so heavily?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. And you're right, we've talked about these numbers before, but let's go down to really what is causing the growth in the labor market. You're transforming an entire world system of what I call analog to digital. And as you're starting to look at these AI data centers and the Dells and the Hewlett Packards and even the IBM companies, as well as the chip makers, are expanding at a rate that's unprecedented. Now look at the trade numbers. This is what's really exciting, Marky. Mm-hmm. The trade numbers to your electricians, your plumbers, your cement guys, your sheetrockers, your roofers, your glass guys, they're building over 1,000 data centers worldwide. Think about that kind of growth. That's an entire ecosystem on itself.
Yeah. Tell me how the average American should be looking at this report and kind of digesting this data, because, we're all paying more right now. For those who are looking at this and saying, okay, great, but I'm still paying more than $4.50 for gas. My savings rate just dropped to 2.6%. Tell people how, they should be feeling about these numbers and if there is relief on the horizon because of a report like this.
Okay, it's a great question. That's asked a lot on the gas stuff. Okay, so we're going to see inflation as it started to pick back up, but it's almost a necessary thing in which you're going to see what President Trump's doing with the way the oil is flowing now from the Middle East, and we're selling more oil than any time in history. Our energy sector is picking up dramatically. And this is another area, if you look at the jobs report, you're going to start seeing more and more jobs created in the energy sector. Now, the high gas prices, a lot of people are going to feel that pinch for a bit. But as we just saw, wage growth is growing incredibly well. So the wage growth, like the Secretary of Treasury said, Scott Bessent, just said recently, we've seen an increase in wage growth every month since President Trump took office. Wage growth will pick up even more dramatically this year. So the pinch at the pump, I call it the pinch at the pump, is going to have to be more, it's stabilizing a little bit. I'm not sure it's going to come down, though, anytime soon.
Last question to you before I let you go, how does Kevin Warsh see a report like this, and what does that mean for the Fed and interest rates the rest of the year?
Believe it or not, he's probably looking at this in a more positive light. I don't think we're going to see any rate hikes this year whatsoever. Now, again, saying that, there's no rate cuts either. But I think they're going to continue to be a neutral stand. And he likes labor markets to be strong. But he likes, more importantly, wages to be growing faster than inflationary. So I think he looks at this and goes, okay, I was kind of expecting this, because remember, we're creating a world of new ecosystem with these AI data centers. This is a transformation, and these jobs will not only be here for the growth, but for the stabilization and the maintaining of this whole new world that we're creating and transforming into a digital system.
All right, Christian Briggs, thanks for being with me as we break down that breaking news in real time. I always appreciate having you, sir. See you again next week.
Thank you, you too.
Gold has more than doubled in just 5 years, rising from $1,700 an ounce in 2020 to over $3,800 an ounce by September 2025. That's a 124% gain, outperforming the market and proving why gold is the ultimate long-term hedge. As global debt soars and currencies weaken, central banks are hoarding gold at record pace. Why aren't you? Call 844-426-4653 or visit bmcham.com. Protect your future with real assets. Own gold now.